Dude, did you know you can subscribe to onlywrestlers.com and keep in touch with your favorite wrestlers? The party never has to end.
This week's episode of One of a Kind with RVD is presented by Get Blitzed, and you can get 15% off your order when you head to get-blitz.com and use promo code RVD. Get 15% off.
One of a Kind with Rob Van Dam is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Have I ever told you that?
No, never. I didn't know.
I felt like when I said that, it felt like deja vu. Like I felt like I've told you that before.
No,
I loved that. All of a sudden, I was like, he is absolutely right.
I want the RVD Elite figures. The one with you with the tiger outfit on.
Yep.
And I should try to they do the elf on the shelf stuff. We got to think of Rob on a doorknob, Rob on a.
That's, you know, it's funny you say doorknob because that's what I thought of when I saw two of them yesterday, right?
Huh?
And then I thought, what would they do with me, Rob on a doorknob? And I just pictured it sitting there, you know.
I'm gonna have to do that.
That's exactly what crossed my mind.
There we go. Well, hey guys, we're live.
Cob of corn, maybe.
Oh, Rob on a cob. I like that one. I think I like that one a lot.
Rob on a cob.
Rob on a cob.
But by the way, though, since it's story time, garbage Thursday,
Yes.
what we were talking about before, you know, no matter where you go, there you are.
Yes.
I don't know where I first heard that. It must have been 40 years ago, 30 years ago, long time ago. But I know exactly where I heard this one, and it's very similar. But in all reality, like I do use this as a tool sometimes to help me deal with being in a situation that I'm in where I might think that I'd rather be somewhere else or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so, Comic Con in Ventura, California.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ventura. So it was a fairly small show, you know, and us celebrities had, you know, a lot of time to walk around a little bit and stuff. And I went by and I was just saying hi to a few people. I think Lou Ferrigno was there, my man. I don't know the gentleman's name, but I've worked with him a bunch of times, and he's from Star Trek, and he's an older black dude.
LeVar Burton, is he the Reading Rainbow guy?
Probably. I wouldn't know. I never see the show, so
He wore the visor, like the.
Well, he didn't have it on, but I think maybe his poster might have. Maybe
that's LeVar Burton. He's like from Reading Rainbow. That's how I knew him, was from Reading.
He's like 10, 15 years older than me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, but he was just standing there, you know, like Fonzie, like older guy, but full of energy, you know, looking chipper and happy. And, you know, some of the people would be like, man, this kind of sucks, huh? I wish I would have known it was going to be slow. You know what the problem is? There's a concert up the street, or there's always, you know, how come, you know what it is, man? It's the rain. You know, people don't want to come out in the rain. But anyway, I walked up, you know, and I just like, you know, gave him a fist bump or shook his hand or something. And he goes, well, you got to be somewhere. Have I ever told you that?
No, never. I didn't know.
I felt like when I said that, it felt like deja vu. Like I felt like I've told you that before.
No,
I loved that. All of a sudden, I was like, he is absolutely right. You know?
Well, it's so funny because, like, as a kid, like Reading Rainbow is like the fucking hookup. You had Mr. Rogers, and then Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and then you had LeVar Burton Reading Rainbow, and it's like, take a look, it's in a book, Reading Rainbow, and he would teach about books and stuff like that. It was great.
And that was besides Star Trek.
That was besides Star Trek, and I would see him on clips, but I've never watched Star Trek before. But I would always, is that the Reading Rainbow guy?
But so I do that sometimes, you know, like I could be stuck where I'm just killing time, and I could just be a rock, you know, like over in a corner of a room waiting while everyone else is doing stuff or whatever it is. And it's like, when I think about that, you got to be somewhere. Then I'm like, you know, it's true. We're all just passing time.
Yeah.
And if you're not here, you're going to be somewhere else. Why not here? It kind of makes it all seem equal from a certain perspective.
Heck yeah, it does.
Not as wasteful.
That's a good way to think about it too.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Is he still alive?
Oh yeah, he's still alive.
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
good. Because I want to tell him that I got that from him and have always used that to help me appreciate when I should be, or when I need a little reminder sometimes to appreciate. Hey, you got to be somewhere, and then it's like, damn, I could be in a lot worse places.
Like, yeah, I'll clip this up and I'll tag him in it.
I'm not burning in flames, and no one's poking at me with a pitchfork.
None of that. I wanted to ask you this. This made me think about it when you're saying like sometimes you're there and you're like and you're just like kind of don't want to interact with people and stuff like that. I always feel like obviously people go to their phones, they go to their phones and look at it. Do you feel weird when you're doing that? Just like surfing on your phone and be like, am I wasting time? Like kind of thing like that. Do you think it's like, or do you think it's just like, that's fine to have? Like having the phone as an element and not being in the moment, it kind of throws me off a little bit. I'm cognizant that I'm doing it, but it's also like, I don't know. I have the phone. I'm going to look at it. I sometimes feel weird. Do you feel weird about doing that sometimes?
No, I don't. Katie will remind me at family functions and stuff. What she say? Low tech, high engagement. I
like that too.
Yeah, and because it does kind of put a privacy wall around you. But for that reason, in public, I love it. Scrolling through, catching up on stuff when I'm at the airport, wasting time. I would hate it if I felt weird doing that. But it does reach a point, just like anything else. For instance, if I'm on Instagram and I'm scrolling through and whatever, eventually, if that's all I'm doing, then I'm going to be like, yeah, I need to, I'm wasting my time. I've looked at this so long. For instance, I look at Instagram before I go to sleep, and I'm laying in bed, and I really want to read my Kindle book.
Yeah.
I want to read the latest mafia novel that I got, and actually, this one is from a cop that worked with the mafia. But anyway, it's new. I always want to. In general, I want to read the newest mafia. That's what I was talking about. But anyway, but first I'm checking my phone, some messages going through. I'm always on Instagram for a while. Then when I start getting tired, I'm like, damn it, I wasted my time. I know I've only got, 15 minutes till I'm going to fall out, and I'm too tired to read my book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a good way to segue into an ad, because you know what else is great stuff is Mando. Oh my gosh, Mando. I'm a huge fan of Mando. I like they have some different scents that you have, but it's low key. It's not overpowering. I like the Mount Fuji. Rob, I don't know which one you got, but I got the Mount Fuji, and I like that one a lot. And big fan of that. So it comes with, and you can get a starter pack on us. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products to your choice, like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping as a special offer for listeners. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off of your starter pack. You just use code RVD at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com. And you can please support the show. Tell them that me and Rob sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando. So they're a great one. Also want to shout out to Get Blitzed. GetBlitzed.com. Go to get-blitz.com. Use promo code RVD, and you can get 15% off. That's Mickey Ray Sinatra and Courtney. They're based out of Maryland, but it's THC Get Lit Aid. And it's great stuff. I have blue raspberry in my cabinet. It is very, very effective. It was a big hit at WrestleCon. Devin Dowling, who's a fan of ours, he really praises it very well too. He just got his bottle, and he's a big fan of it. So yes, it's Delta 9, 15% off. Use promo code RVD. Get Blitz Anonade infused THC syrup is 100% legal in all 50 states. If you're watching right now, you can scan that QR code or go to get-blitz.com. Use promo code RVD to get 15% off. And speaking of another way to enjoy this, you can smoke them if you got them. You can also use a little bit of Via. Via, I'm a big fan of too. Via Hemp, you can get 15% off. You can use promo code RVD as well on there. Use the link below in our description. But I like the Elevate. I've been using that one. What's the other one I really like? Flow State's my also, that's a CBD one. You can check that out. Use Flow State, and that's CBD. Kind of makes you focus a little bit. But Elevate is THC based. You can check that out. So use the description. Use the link in our description below. 15% off. Use promo code RVD. Help support the show that way. We got some cool sponsors coming up here for 2025. One final one here before I show Rob this other Jerry Lynn clip. It is DraftKings. So playoffs. We're talking about playoffs. Ooh, I like that. That's a Herm Edwards reference from the New York Jets. You bet we are. No, that's Jim Moore. Never mind. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sportsbook betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the playoffs, and you can score big by betting on them at DraftKings, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Where to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6 points. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pitch. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code RVD. That's code RVD for new customers. You get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you just bet $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Big fan of DraftKings. I gamble all the time on there. I don't even need the promo code, but you use promo code RVD and it helps you out. So help out the show. Big fan of that. Would love to have them as a continuing sponsor. So